Hi, welcome to today's podcast. My name is Luis Mosquera and I will be your host for now. Just like everywhere in the world, Ecuador has lots of stories surrounding special locations. This time, we're going to check out a popular story about one of the most important places in the capital city, the San Francisco Church. I hope you will enjoy the story. Back in the colonial days, when the city was still on construction, the Franciscans, which were a religious group, were sent by the King of Spain to construct a new church in Quito. For that, they hired someone really talented and strong. His name was Cantuño. Even though he was an indigenous man, which at the time couldn't access to education, he knew all about construction and planification. The Franciscans made a deal with him. They asked him to build the San Francisco Church and pay him. However, the deadline was very short on time, almost impossible by that matter. Cantuño was excited for the big project, so he accepted. Since day one, Cantuño woke up early every day to check out the progress of the construction. He turned into a great leader while commanding the work. After months of hard work labor, some obstacles appeared and the construction was delayed. Cantuño was so unlucky that the authorities told him that if the church was not finished by the accorded deadline, they will not pay him anything and will be sent to prison. Cantuño was so scared. It was impossible to finish on time, even though his group continued working as hard as they could. The last night came along. Cantuño was desperate, searching for a solution. That desperation attracted to the devil itself. He introduced himself to Cantuño. Fire and sulfur clouds were rising from the ground. The devil said,
I see you are in a troublesome situation, and no one cares. That's really sad. I mean, they made you work day and night and just tell you that they will not pay you and send you to prison? But I do care about you.
Cantuño was really scared. The devil indeed looked terrifying, like a skinny and tall man, with pointy horns and arrow-like nose, a long beard surrounding a horrendous grin.
I can help you finish the church right before sunrise. However, there's a price to pay. Your soul. It is insignificant, and I think it's your only way out of imprisonment and poverty. What do you think?
Cantuño agreed on the fact that there was no choice, but he put some clauses on the deal. If the church was not finished by sunrise, his soul will remain free from the devil's hand. The devil agreed on the terms. He summoned a swarm of tiny demons and creatures to help him. I usually imagine that the devil wore a helmet and had construction gadgets. Anyway, Cantuño saw that his soul was in danger, but he had an idea. After a few hours of noises and work, the devil proclaimed himself the winner. Cantuño asked if he could do a quick check and then said,
Devil, the deal is off. You haven't finished the work. There's a stone brick missing.
The devil started looking everywhere with his entourage, but it was too late for him. Another nearby church announced the sunrise with a bell ring. The devil realized that Cantuño tricked him. He hid the last stone brick, so the deal was never completed, and Cantuño could win the payment and be free from eternal doom. The end. Cantuño's story is one of the most important urban legends from Ecuador, not just because of the fantasy aspect. It shows how the colonial times were. The natives and mestizos used to be mistreated and racially denigrated because the church said that the white man had to help them to become religiously correct, but they used that as an excuse for exploitation and hard labor. Even though nowadays indigenous people in Ecuador have gained rights, the fight isn't over yet. Just so you can have an idea, The protection of indigenous group rights became a thing just around the 90s and the 2000s. Thank you again for staying with us. See you in the next story. Have a wonderful day.